Okay, so today we are here to talk all about Dermalogica's brand new Biolumin-C Serum. I'm here with the wonderful Victoria Scofield from Dermalogica. She's the Education Executive, and we're going to talk about fine lines and wrinkles because it's a hot topic, it's the big one. People are like, will this work for my wrinkles? So we want to give them an answer. Yeah. So Victoria, what do we mean by aging skin?
Okay, when we think about how our skin ages, we need to look at two factors. We have our kind of natural aging process, which is really determined by our genetics. And then we have our external factors, which really come down to environment and lifestyle. So the key things that age us and our skin more so are UV exposure.
Okay.
Pollution, so those kind of key environmental factors, because with those they damage the skin. There's a lot of free radical attack that comes from UV exposure and pollution. But then also our lifestyle factor we also have to consider. So smoking, poor diet, particularly if it's high in sugar or junk food, not getting enough nutrients and vitamins. Also things like stress. So if we have high stress levels, that can cause us to age more dramatically, and even things like lack of sleep.
Yeah.
So all of these lifestyle and environmental factors, over time, they cause a lot of oxidative stress within the body and within the skin. And over the years, that just builds up. So you get this kind of build-up of molecular damage within the skin, which is just like a load of old junk, basically, within your skin. And that visually on the surface will look like lines, wrinkles, pigmentation, uneven skin tone, rough texture. So those
all the things we hear about, and
yeah, absolutely. So those are all the things that are causing our skin to age prematurely.
Okay, so there are three biochemical reactions that cause aging. So I'm going to ask you a little bit more about what are they and how Biolumin-C Serum helps. So the first one is ROSs, which is reactive oxidation species.
Reactive oxygen species.
Oxygen species.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a hard one to say.
Yeah, so when we look at our influence of diet, lifestyle and environment, what's actually happening within the skin and the body, as you say, there are these three biochemical reactions that are actually doing the damage. So the first one we're going to talk about, as you say, is reactive oxygen species, commonly known as free radicals. So I briefly mentioned them just now. So probably the couple of key areas that we generate free radicals are exposure to ultraviolet radiation or the sun, pollution and environmental toxins, but also internal inflammation from disease, from stress. So we produce free radicals from within. And actually just to breathe and just your normal metabolism produces...
We're constantly damaging the skin.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're exposed to free radicals just by being human beings, let alone our environment. So what a free radical or reactive oxygen species does is it creates a lot of damage within the body, and they can really attach to and attack anything within the skin and body. So any type of cell, lipid or oil within the skin, they can even interfere and damage DNA. So that's why, for example, if you have a lot of sun exposure, you are more prone to skin cancer because the free radicals are impacting your skin cell DNA and causing mutations, which potentially could lead to skin cancer down the line. So reactive oxygen species are something that we really need to protect ourselves against. And the good news with Biolumin-C Serum is that we're using ultra stable vitamin C, which is one of the best antioxidants in skincare, and we've proven that this is really bioavailable for the skin to actually take up and utilize. So it's giving you that kind of internal antioxidant protection against these aggressors.
Okay, the second thing it protects against is MMPs. I'm not even going to attempt to say this one.
Okay, should we say? So MMPs stands for matrix metalloproteinase enzymes. Okay, which sounds all very fancy. But basically what these enzymes do, they're naturally present within the skin. So they actually serve a good purpose in as much as if you have old collagen within your skin, it will come along and break that down, get it out the way, and then the skin can produce new. However, the downside to these MMP enzymes is that they're also activated by UV exposure and inflammation. So again, things like internal stress, disease, poor diet, and anything that triggers inflammation. So we said UV exposure, but also pollution. So you see, they're all kind of interlinked. So when we start to get MMPs overactive, we're breaking down more collagen and elastin and also things like hyaluronic acid within the dermis, then we're actually able to reproduce. And vitamin C is also able to protect and defend against these enzymes breaking down our dermal proteins.
So our skin works better because of it?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've also got in here a designer peptide, so that will help to boost collagen production. Vitamin C is also required by the fibroblast cells, which are the cells that make collagen. So vitamin C is almost part of the recipe for collagen. So we're really enhancing the skin's ability to defend against those enzymes and also boost and produce more collagen.
Fab, I like that. It's part of the recipe for collagen. So if you want firmer skin, then this is going to give you it. And the last thing that Biolumin-C Serum defends against is AGEs, which is actually where the age smart name comes from. So what are these and how does it work?
So AGEs stands for Advanced Glycation End Products. And when we were first formulating the Age Smart system about 7 years ago, this was really new research in aging. And when you look at the kind of products that are still available on the market, there still aren't a lot of products and companies that are tackling this AGEs. And what AGEs is, very simply, is the reaction of sugar and protein. So when you think about collagen, it is a protein, and you have lots of sugar flowing through your bloodstream, depending on your diet as well. And this is just something that happens, and the sugar glycates the collagen, which cross-links the fibres, which can kind of make them rigid instead of soft and springy, and that leads to a loss of elasticity.
So this is going to plump our skin? Biolumin-C Serum?
So with Biolumin-C Serum, in a nutshell, it really tackles all of the 3 biochemical reactions, because vitamin C alone is proven to tackle reactive oxygen species, because it's an antioxidant. It defends against the enzymes that break down collagen, and it also protects against these AGEs or this sugar reaction. But on top of all of that, we've got loads of other ingredients in there. I mentioned the peptide, which helps to boost collagen and defend against MMPs. We've also got chia seed oil, and we've got other plant and flower extracts that are really high in antioxidants. And what we've proven with our Biolumin-C Serum is that it really helps the skin to defend itself and really protect itself from all of these environmental aggressors. So by utilising Biolumin-C on a daily basis, not only will you get firmer, brighter skin, you'll also be defending your skin against ageing long term.
So you'll be, in the long term, fewer wrinkles, more plumper skin. Fab.
Absolutely.
So hopefully that's helped anybody out there who's concerned about aging, fine lines, wrinkles. We've mentioned quite a lot of things in this little blog post. So if you want to try Biolumin-C Serum, it's now available on our website. You can try it in sample or the full size, and you can put an end to all those different ages, MMPs and IRSs and all the things that we talked about. Thank you, Victoria, that's been super, super helpful.